So I couldn't find any videos online or much information at all about traveling with dogs and truck toppers. So I wanted to put together a video of what I've discovered and was able to make to try to help heat and cool my dogs while they're in the topper. So I bought some of this rubber seals from Home Depot, which I bought the better stuff that's more rubber and softer so it wouldn't hurt the paint, and it's got the double stick. So what I did is I pulled off all the double stick and stuck it together really nice and evenly so that way it fit between the topper shell and the cab. And then I took a duct tape and run it down the seam and joined two of them together. That way it would I could make one piece out of it. Because it was cold, I went ahead and used a heat gun to go ahead and make sure it stuck to each other really well. And the duct tape I used is just something you can pick up at Home Depot, but just some good quality duct tape. And here it kind of made the shape of what it would roughly look like. So I went ahead and installed it in the back. Luckily it only took two 6-foot pieces, and I was able to cut the bottom and connect it at the very end and make it one solid boot. You can see it went in very easy, and now granted I have a 2018 Toyota Tundra with an ARE truck topper, and there was very minimal space, as you can see. So this particular rubber pipe insulation fit in there really well. I mean, it made a really good seal. Like it just fit in there just almost perfectly. But I would squeeze the bottom and then force it through a little bit, try and keep it even. But it went in super fast, really easy. And here's the video of driving, so you can hear the difference with the boots in, with the boots out in it. Side-by-side comparison with the 45-mile-an-hour with and without the boot, so you could better hear the difference in sound. The great thing was it cut out a lot of the noise, but the biggest benefit that I wanted to was going to be to extend my heating and cooling into the back and not let it just go out the gap between the topper and the cab. Which I'll have a video for that. Up on the highway 65 for both with and without the boot. You haul a trailer. 6 dogs and 3 kids, so we don't have lots of room, so this is where we came up with the idea to put them in the back. So I got a temperature gauge that can read outside and indoor temperature, so I mounted that in the back, and that's the outdoor temperature, and then I have a gauge inside the cab. The temperature today that I used today was 33 outside, but as you can read on the gauge, it was 44 inside the topper and 65 inside the cab. And I went ahead and just turned on the heat full blast, and I sat in there with my dogs while I was parked in the yard and just left the sliding glass vent open and the roll down glass from my Tundra. And you can see within 8 or 9 minutes, I think it jumped up, 15 degrees just blowing through that little hole. So during the winter, you can transfer the heat pretty easy in there to keep them warm. But in the summer, I'll still have to address that problem. But I checked the water to see if it would hold, and it actually went down those tracks on the cab and ran straight into the back of the cab because the cab tilts forward. So that was the only place it was leaking when I first installed this. So I was pretty impressed with it. So I put a little bit of butyl tape inside there so it would divert the water back down to the outside so it wouldn't leak. And I tried it again, and it didn't leak there. It leaked somewhere else though. So it's just another thing I'm going to chase down later of possibly trying to see if I can seal that up, because it wasn't leaking at that place before. It was just leaking at the track. So I believe that'd be something that could be easily fixed. But I just wanted to show that it is not watertight. I believe it could be, but it's not watertight at the moment. But this is going to open up some options to be able to travel with my dogs, especially during cool weather. I can keep them warm and circulate air and possibly air conditioning. So during the semi-warm temperatures, anywhere from 60 to 75 degrees, I can just crack open the windows in the back and it circulates enough air to keep it cool in there. So the problem will be is getting it to keep cool when it's in the middle of summer and 170 degrees. So I plan on getting an alternator fan and mounting it in the window and dropping the whole slider and seeing if that will circulate for me.